What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
And in today's video, I'll be showing you what it looks like if you combine not one, but two Sanctum Sanctorum LEGO sets from LEGO Marvel Avengers Infinity War. So this is just my mock design, of course. You could build it any which way you want, but I bought a collection off of somebody about a month or two ago. Anyways, in that collection, they had two Sanctum Sanctorums, and I already had one, so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna break them down, dump out all the pieces, and build something of my own. So that's what we did here. So, of course, here we've got the Sanctum Sanctorum itself, and over here we've got two Peter Parker apartments combined with the pizza shop downstairs, but we're gonna break it all apart and take a look at it up close. Doctor Strange will be our guinea pig to show you everything at scale. So, I'm gonna change it up, and let's actually start over here, because I think I can take a look at that a little quicker. Alright, so starting with the apartments and pizza shop, you can see that I kept the Bleecker Street sign here. I thought that that looked cool, and you know, the nice thing is that these two buildings could really go side by side and build a nice long street-wide thing. You'll see that they're actually identical as far as the length of the sets, the street width length that is, but because you're going to have two windows, I made it a double-sided, so there's the pizza sign on this side, pizza on this side, and you only need to use one door. So the other door from this set, you could, you know, just chuck into your extra figure bin, but I also kind of took an interesting look here and built this little archway here, and inside there you can see there's a trash can, and then of course one of the New York Bulletin little things there with Daredevil on the side. Always loved that little Easter egg. So the buildings, generally speaking, are actually kept pretty darn close from these studs upward, but I did use these 1x4 plate pieces here to hold them together because they don't really connect any other way. And then, of course, I used a big, long plate along top here, which is kind of difficult to see based on the camera angle, but this plate helps connect them as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, spinning it around, you can see the interior, and I'll bring it just a little bit closer so you can see that the downstairs is, of course, the pizza shop. We've still got the pizza oven here, and we've got the menu pricing behind it. We've got the little paddle to get the pizzas out of the oven, and then, of course, the cash register is kind of built into that column there for stability. And then over here, we've got two seats with pizza slices on them. Although this set doesn't really come with anybody that looks like a pizza shop patron, that's the inside of the pizza shop. Now, of course, you can see the inside of that alleyway there. And setting this back down, the apartments are pretty neat, actually. So this floor here, of course, this side has the Peter Parker boxes. There's two desks on both sides, but I changed them up so it didn't look too much like parallel universes of the same thing in both rooms. Then, of course, the beds are flip-flopped, and there's a little plug you can pull here, which, of course, is just like the actual set, and when you do that, it actually opens this up like an attic. I wish that there was some way for there to be, like, spiral steps or something, but, you know, using the pieces that only came with this set, there was really no way to accomplish that. So, of course, on the roof here, you can see that there's a water tower up there, and overall, I just really think it turned out really nice, and I love it. We've got windows on the sides here, which are super cool, and I just really do love the way that this turned out. But since this video is titled Sanctum Sanctorum, let's jump over and take a look at that now. Alright, so now for the main attraction. So for the Sanctum Sanctorum, I always loved the way that they designed these front pillar columns, so I wanted to make sure I kept that pretty accurate for building this mock, so I kept those there, but of course you do run out of them using only two, so the end beams did have to be just plain white. I kind of like how this hangs over too, and something that I haven't mentioned yet in this video is that this exact length is actually the length of a base plate. So if you're building a city, you could put either of these buildings on a base plate and it's the exact length and it'll go right up against your streets or anything like that. Of course, because it's the Sanctum Sanctorum, I needed to keep this roof piece as accurate to size as possible because it's not like I could scale this window up or down. So how I got around that is deciding to have a little bit of a ledge on either side here. As you can see there, that there's really nothing on the outsides there, but I think it makes it stand out and look a little bit more like a building in New York City would, and I really like the way that this looks. So we've got the 177A door there, which of course opens inward, and let's spin this around and show you guys what's interesting on the inside, which I really, really love. So using Doctor Strange as our guinea pig, it does feel very homey and like at minifigure scale. So of course, because we have two Sanctum Sanctorums, we could almost mirror the room, but I didn't want to make it an exact clone, so I used the same chair on both sides there, and then I used these little boxes with the lamps on them or lanterns or whatever those are, because I really like the symmetry. And then, of course, on this side, we've got like some battle gear hanging in the back there. We've got some cups on the table, which are really nice. And then flipping around to this side, it's pretty similar too, because we've got a little bookshelf over here, a candle up there, and then some weaponry on the side. So, moving up to the second floor, once again, moving Doctor Strange to be our guinea pig for scale and all of that fun stuff. We've got lots of bookshelves up here, which, if you remember in the movie, that top floor of Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum does kind of have like a museum of old relics and artifacts. So that was my idea going into this here. And you can see that I ended up putting a little table here, and there's one on the other side as well. But I tried to vary the bookshelves up, right? So like here, the books are on the bottom, top, bottom. So just some nice symmetry there, and different things inside of the little shelves there, cups, a statue, all of that. And then I ended up making some, like, interesting little things to go in the side here, like, this isn't really supposed to be anything, maybe some kind of mystical, magical weapon, but on this side, I kind of gave myself a little Easter egg there, because so many LEGO Marvel sets come with these fire hydrants for whatever reason, or fire extinguishers, rather, so I just decided to put it in my set, since, I'm kind of like designing the LEGO Marvel set here. So then we move up to the attic, and I won't put Doctor Strange up there, because it kind of gets hard to see, because it's so tiny, but there's a chest here, which just sort of opens, doesn't open a ton, but there are some spell books in there, and then just some spell books littered around. And there was this chain, which I just kind of hung from the ceiling just because, I don't know, it feels like something that would happen in Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. So I built these little ledges coming out of the side here. Just, they're not gargoyles, but they do have that kind of gothic feel. And overall, that's basically the Sanctum Sanctorum in and of itself, showing you all the details. So that's what we're looking at. Once again, here's Doctor Strange for scale. And let's go ahead and zoom out and take a look at this entire MOC as a whole, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright guys, well I hope you liked looking at these MOC designs. Now, I'm going to drop a link in the description below, an affiliate link that will help support my channel. If you saw this and are like, hey, I want to get 2 Sanctum Sanctorums to build this, you could do just that by using that link. But in the meantime guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to let me know what you liked about this, and if you were going to build a MOC like this, let me know how you would accomplish it. Thanks so much for watching this video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. So, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and until next time, build on.